everyone, welcome back to Crocheting with Jill. In this final tutorial, I'm going to show you how to finish up the Minion scarf by making the Evil Minions 2 arm tabs by turning the corner at the end and then finishing off the scarf. So here I am on the pattern. I'm coming up diagonal 89 and I'm approaching the first little arm tab. So here is the back side of my scarf, and as you can see, I have one more purple block to complete before I do the arm tab. So I'm going to finish the 89th diagonal and then go out directly to the side of it to do that arm tab. So let's go ahead and do this last purple block here. Pull the black tied after attaching the purple yarn and do those 3 half double crochets. There we go, that's the end of diagonal 89. So now we need to go ahead and switch to black. And we want it to stick out to the right of the block that we just completed. So first we're going to attach it. Now it's a freestanding block. So instead of a chain 2, we're going to need to complete a full chain 5. And work our 3 half double crochets into the last 3 of those chains. So what I've got now is a black block here just attached at the corner. And I need to flip it down, or actually it's probably easier to switch your work by turning it so that you're looking at the front side so you can see how this arm tab is really going to look. So what we're going to do to attach it is with a slip stitch on the bottom side of that purple block. This is where this gets a little bit unique. Our hook is currently at the bottom of the black arm tab and we need to move it up to the top so that we can start the next diagonal. So there's 2 ways to do this. You could slip stitch all the way around the bottom, up the side, and across the top, which is kind of the long way around, or you could take the shortcut and go directly up. So that's what I'm going to do, is I'm going to slip stitch directly on top of my block, a couple of stitches here, because I need to just move my yarn up. So here I'm going to slip stitch just directly along the back of my work into little random pieces of yarn that I can find, just to move my hook upwards. There's 1, 2, and I'll go ahead and do a 3rd slip stitch there, and now I'm good. I'm at the top of the block. So now I'm going to start that next black block at the top of diagonal 90. And I'm going to just work 1 block with this black yarn, and then I'm going to pick up with my old black yarn that I was working with previously. So here we are now. I've completed a few more diagonals and I'm just about to turn the corner. So in this little portion here of this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to turn that corner to start going across the top of the scarf. So you really don't do anything different until you get to the top of diagonal number 93. So you're going to go down diagonal 92 like normal and up diagonal 93 like normal. Diagonal 93 is kind of fun. It's just 9 black blocks. Now, at this point, I've connected it with the blue and we don't want to keep going, which we have been doing before. Instead, I'm going to turn my work and I'm going to slip stitch across the top of the black block that I just created, the last black block of diagonal 93. That's in order to move my hook to the top of that block so that we can start diagonal number 8. And you'll notice that each diagonal has 1 less block because now we're approaching the end of the scarf. So diagonal 9 had 9 blocks, diagonal 8 will have a total of 8 blocks. So we need to do a few more blacks here. And then in just a moment, I'll show you how to complete that last final arm tab, which you'll get to in a few more diagonals. And now here we are, almost to the end of the scarf. I'm approaching the very last arm tab here. So here I am on the pattern. I am coming down diagonal 98. I've already done that last blue and grape, and I'm going to go ahead and go sideways to extend out directly from where I'm at to do that last arm tab. So I'm going to go ahead and insert my hook from the back to the front to change colors back to black. And since this black arm tab is a freestanding block, I'm going to do a full chain 5. And then work my 3 half double crochets into the last 3 of those chains. So now, since I want that black block to stick out to the side of the block that I just completed, I'm going to twist it up instead of down like you would normally do in corner to corner crochet. This gives us 2 advantages as well. The arm will stick out horizontally in the same direction as the other arms on your minions, and it also puts your hook in the right direction or right spot to start that next diagonal. So here we are, you can see my hook matches. I'm going to turn my work so that I'm looking at the back side, getting ready for that next diagonal. I'm going to slip stitch it to my previous block here. So I'm inserting my hook from the back to the front since I am completing the block in the same color, black before, black next. I'm looking at the back side and I'm inserting it into purple. So there's my next black block, and I'm just going to go ahead and finish out the scarf here since there's only a few diagonals left. So we work that 1 black, go ahead and switch to blue, and here we are at the end of diagonal number 100, and we are about to start the last diagonal, which is a single block. So I'm going to go ahead and cut off that black yarn because I am done with that. And looking at the back side here, I'm going to pick up the blue again for that last little block. Now you can attach that, cut your yarn, pull it through, and you are done. So congratulations on completing your Evil Minion side of your Minion versus Evil Minion corner to corner crochet scarf. Take a step back, say good job to yourself, and admire your work. You've got some adorable little hair tabs, which are a little bit complicated. Great job following through the videos to follow along and make those. And here on the other side, we have our regular Minion as well. Thanks again for joining us, and join us again for our next tutorial with Jill.